I'm going to explain how to feed saltwater fish. We do the feeding for the fish 3 times a day. In the morning, maybe at 9, and then maybe around 1 in the afternoon, and then something around 6 p.m. Here's how we do it. We go over here and get the turkey baster. We pull the jar for the frozen food out of the little cubby hole on the side of the refrigerator door. We reach down into the freezer, and these are frozen fish packets. And if you run out here, there are more frozen fish packets wrapped in newspaper here. These are your extras for the week. And for the saltwater fish, we have 3 selections: spirulina brine shrimp, bloodworms, and regular brine shrimp. For any given feeding, I give them 1 packet of, we'll say, spirulina and 1 of bloodworms, or 1 of bloodworms and 1 of brine shrimp. Anyway, 2 packets from a midst of 3. Just kind of mix them up any way you like. You'll see another packet here, which is mysis shrimp. We feed the mysis shrimp to the freshwater fish. Nothing goes wrong if you feed the salties the mysis shrimp. It's just that one of our little saltwater fish seems to really love the spirulina and the bloodworms and the brine shrimp more. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out here a brine shrimp cube. Don't get the foil caught, just get the cube out, drop the cube in the glass, and then for no particular reason, I'm going to also pick out a brine shrimp cube. Again, 2 cubes from amidst the 3 choices for any given feeding. Dealer's choice on how you do it. So brine shrimp, so now we have 2 cubes in the feeding jar. I'm going to put the rest of the packets back into the freezer here. Now I take the 2 cubes over here to the aquarium, and I'm going to open the aquarium. Be careful, because this lid, if you happen to drop it, is really going to crash. So don't drop the lid. Just put the lid up like this and you're fine. And then I like to reach over here and open the little door that's on the left, and I'll show you why I like the door on the left in a second. And first thing in the morning, but only in the morning, I give them some of these packets, just a handful of these little solid fish pellets. These solid fish pellets are in the little basket under the freshwater aquarium over there. You'll find them. So what I do is I grab one of these little packets. This is the Hikari marine nest. I get just a pinch of the pellets between my thumb and my forefinger. Stand up here, put the thumb and forefinger under the water, and just drip it like that. Foxy is being aggressive. She really wants it this morning. She's hungry. I'm a little late. The reason that I like to feed on the left side is there's a little anemone, which is a little animal with tentacles, but it doesn't move, and it's over on this side, and I try to get some of the pellets to fall down here so that they fall down to the anemone. Also, the little goby engineering fish like to hang out down in here. So if you feed on this side, they like it. And now I'm also going to feed them a few of these pellets from the purple pack. Again, I just get a pinch of the pellets between my thumb and my forefinger. And again, this is the first thing in the morning. The other 2 feedings, we just do the frozen. But first thing in the morning, we do this. Put your thumb and forefinger under the water so the pellets don't float on the surface, but rather they just sink. Again, Foxy's really into it this morning. There you go. Little flame comes out. Our little red flame hawk comes out to feed. And hopefully some of those pellets get down to the anemone. And then, with the fish occupied on their little solid pellets, we take the jar with the 2 cubes of food. We get the turkey baster full of water. We put salt water into the jar, like so. Just kind of fill the jar up a little bit. And if you want to, you can actually just let the jar sit for 5 or 10 minutes, and the cubes will kind of dissolve. But if you're in a little more of a hurry, you can just kind of swish like this with the turkey baster. That helps to just kind of start melting those cubes down, and then get a baster full of the food here, and put the baster down into the water and squirt like this. and hopefully again some of the shrimp. Get down to the anemone. Little Puffy, our little puffer fish, she loves the shrimp. She won't eat the solid food, but she loves the shrimp. All of the other fish eat both the solid pellets and the frozen food. And so we just squeeze it. And again, we like to get it in on this side so that we get the food over to the gobies, who like to hang out under the rock, and also so that we get the food over to the anemone. And the other fish are all pretty mobile. They all pretty much go wherever they need to go to get the food. And in a given feeding, you can go ahead and really exhaust the 2 cubes if you want to. Again, we do a feeding at, we'll say 9-ish in the morning, maybe 1 or so in the afternoon, and then finally around 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. in the evening before the light fades out. So here we go, just using the baster to put salt water into the jar and melt it down. You can see how we're already getting through most of the 2 cubes already here. There we go, a little more. This keeps the salties happy. Like so. You see little Puffy going for it there. And here's the last, that's it. That's the last of the 2 cubes. So there's the morning feeding.
Okay,
and
good.
then we close the little interior hatch. And again, when you put the lid down, just keep a good grip on it, because like I said, if you drop it, you'll think that you had a disaster on your hands, because it really hits hard if you drop it. That's all for feeding. Thank you very much.